So that is chest surgery done. I went in roughly about 9:15, and it's now about 1:15. Been out for a little while. I'm just sleeping. Pain currently is manageable. Just feels like something really heavy sat on my chest. Staff are really attentive. Nurse Louise is great. So I've just got plenty of water to drink. And I have some cup of tea soon. So just very sleepy and groggy. So I'm gonna get some sleep. And we'll speak to you all after. Now a bit more awake. So far so good. Hi guys, so I thought I would just update you a little bit as to where I am with everything. So it's now 9:20 in the evening, so we are 12 hours post surgery, or post going down for surgery. I'm feeling really good actually. I've eaten twice, so I've had some lunch, just had some tea. I've had a drink of tea, I've had drinks of water, drinks of cranberry juice, orange juice. Really being looked after well by the transform nurses, so really nice. Dr. Sinner, who was my surgeon, came in this afternoon just to show me some pictures of what he would removed and a little bit around what to expect. So just kind of fill you in with that. I had liposuction and gland removal on both pecs. They took out 500 millilitres of fat. So it's nice to know you've got, a can and a half of fat in your chest. That's gone. And the two glands weighed roughly about 50 grams, he said. So about the size of a boiled egg in each pectoral muscle. So yeah, it's now gone. I have got drains in, but I'm not really bleeding a lot at all. In fact, if anything, I'll try and show you. So this is probably the fullest one. Pretty grim, I know, sorry. As you can see, hardly any bleeding whatsoever, which is great news. He also doesn't feel that my... I had this really big fear that my nipples are going to fall off due to previously smoking in the past and stopping purely for this surgery. But he's assured me that he doesn't think that's going to happen. He also thought because of the size of them that I might have excess skin. Again, he's assured me that that won't happen, potentially. There's a very slim chance of that actually happening. So yeah, I'm feeling great, weirdly. Been to the toilet, which I was kind of made to. I didn't really need the toilet, but I was made to go to the toilet. And caught myself in the mirror on a side view, which was really humbling experience. I actually had a little cry. A little cry in the bathroom. Because I carried around you know, the history of my decisions and my choices and, you know, another life. I've carried that around on my chest for the past 10 years. And it was almost like this realisation that I don't have to be worried about what my body looks like anymore. I don't have to explain to people why I have breast tissue. I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear. I don't have to worry about getting naked in front of my husband. I don't have to worry about sitting around a pool and having my breasts out, or sitting in the my own garden and having my chest out. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And for the first time in a very long time, my body matched what my head is telling me. For anybody that has gender dysmorphia or body dysmorphia, that is a really big thing. The name we've been given is Ross Turner. That's really the goal it wanted to arrest him. It was she inadvertently said all this something going on down the side street. It suddenly made sense. And although I've never really thought myself as a stressed out person or a depressed person, or don't really allow myself to get depressed about things, I do overthink. And it has had a massive impact on my life for the past 10 years. And it wasn't really until that point where I saw how flat it was that I just realised the impact of that. So of course I rang my mum and I cried. I'm really excited for my life to start again. And that sounds awful, because I have a brilliant life, I have a brilliant partner, I have the most loving relationship, I have the most loving family, the best friend you'd ever ask for. And I can now finally start to love myself again, which sounds really cheesy and really melodramatic, but it's absolutely how I feel right now. So a couple of things to be aware of. The pain isn't too bad actually. I'm not in pain. I was slightly sore earlier on because I'd reached over to grab something, not thinking, and it pulled. But if you're slow and you kind of go at a certain pace, you're fine. The hardest thing to do is to not use your arms or your hands in order to move. Really awkward when you're slipping down the bed and you can't just hoik yourself up. I have some lovely socks which I'm going to show you. So these are my compression socks, which I have to wear for a week, and on the top you can see this lovely appendage. This is basically like squeezing my calves and my leg in order to, so that I don't run the risk of deep vein thrombosis or clots. The chest garment, I'll call it, is on, and that is to stay on for 2 weeks solid. I'll be having my drains removed tomorrow, and my, like, what say, stickers, like the initial bandages off tomorrow, and redone. And then hopefully they can kind of sort out the vest, because it's a little bit up underneath my armpits at the minute and squashing certain bits, but I am swollen, and to say that I'm swollen, yeah, I'm still flat in the mirror is incredible to me. I'm not really bruised from what I can see. I can't really see a great deal, and I'm not going to undo this because, you know, I want to heal as quickly as possible. I've got gigs, I've got to earn some money. Yeah, to say the amount of anxiety and worry that I had up until this morning, it's completely removed, it's gone. The care and support from all the Transform staff has been absolutely brilliant. They've been really insightful, really helpful, and there on it every so often, popping in. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, it's been a really worthwhile experience. It's an experience like it's like ride at Alton Towers is really not an experience. It's absolutely life-changing. When I did get here this morning, so I arrived at 7:15. One of the first things I had to do was take a shower with this pink pink body lotion stuff, which I think is antiseptic or anti-whatever to make sure it's clean. And then I had to course it down my mouth, like with mouthwash. I guess that's just so you have bad breath. It's also so they can put the pipe down your throat whilst you are in general anesthetic. So they gave me pain relief at the same time as the sedation before they put me under anaesthetic. And then I had some literally paracetamol and some codeine about 4 o'clock, so 5 hours ago. And it hasn't really got any more painful since then. I'll probably take some before I go to bed. I'm just very hot at the moment, so my robe is off. I'm wearing the most disgusting paper pants you've ever seen in your life. I have a window open because it's really hot. Yeah, so off topic, sorry. So yeah, I had the shower, got changed into my one of 2 robes. Consultant Mr. Dr. Sinner came in, he took some pictures, some befores, took a video, weirdly, so that he could see the difference. After, then showed me, and then drew on where he was going to do everything, which you can't see because it's all hidden underneath this beautiful vest. Then the anaesthetist came in, said a quick hello, make sure that I wasn't allergic to anything. The nurses came in, make sure I wasn't allergic to anything. And then 9 o'clock I was taken down to theatre. And then obviously you saw as I came out of theatre, you saw the results of anaesthetic. So yeah, that has been the experience so far. What I will do is keep you updated as I go through the next couple of weeks. Alongside this surgery, what I'm also going to be documenting is mine and my partner's journey to become foster carers. So we had our first session with our assessing foster carer on Monday, which was 2 days ago. So yeah, we're looking to get that done and be ready by January. So big things are happening, big things and changes are happening. There was one thing that I wasn't going to touch on, which I'll probably touch on again, but just whilst it's in my brain. Due to the amount of waiting and stress, probably a lot around fear, I did have some feelings of guilt last night, and feelings of selfishness in terms of, me and my husband could really use this money elsewhere. We have a relatively new house, an old new house. We're going to be fostering, there's big changes in January. Realistically, we could use this money elsewhere. Looking back on last night now, I absolutely know that was just fear talking, because my mental health, just I feel like the weight's been lifted, a major weight's been lifted. I'm excited to get back to being me again. Yeah. So before I cry again, I will sign off at this point, and I will keep you guys updated as we go through the next couple of weeks. But if anybody is thinking about having surgery, I would absolutely say the care and support you get from Transform is brilliant. The initial experience I had wasn't the best, but the actual surgery day and the care that they provided and the results that I'm already seeing are brilliant, and I can't shout about them enough. So I will speak to you all soon. Good night for now. Morning everybody. Quick update. So it's now 8:05. Just shy of 24 hours since the surgery. Bit achy today. Didn't really sleep overly well last night. Just had to sleep on my back. And I had these wonderful things on walls again. Basically do this. So that was doing it all night, but it also beeps every so often when it does it. Had to sleep sat up for the next 2 weeks. And the vest has to stay on for 6 to 8 weeks. So I had my breakfast, which was great. And now I'm just waiting for drains to be taken out and then discharged. Good morning, everybody. Just a bit of a follow-up. It is Friday morning. We drove home yesterday from the surgery left about 10:30, and was home for about 12:30. My lovely fiance looked after me all day yesterday. I'm even allowed to sit in his chair. He made me tea last night. I slept really well last night in one of our own beds. I'm not going to say my own bed because it wasn't the shared bed. It was the spare room bed because I snore and I'm allowed to sleep on my back for 2 weeks. So, yay, fun times. Pain-wise, it's okay. It hurts a lot more today and a little bit yesterday than it did on Wednesday. That's probably because the drugs are now starting to wear off. I have some great drugs on me at the minute, which is great. Really, I sound like such a druggie right now, but I'm not. With some really strong ibuprofen, which I've just taken, and antibiotics for 5 days, and some very strong paracetamol and codeine. I am now feeling pain in my ribs, and I think that's just from where the lipo was having at it. Really excited because today I can finally take off the vest and have a bit of a wash because I'm minging. But I also need to arrange an appointment to go have my dressings redone next week. But yeah, tender but feeling great. Catch you soon.